The presidential candidates are talking about reducing inflation. But to reduce inflation, you have to reduce the money supply, which is going to make our entire economy collapse. There is no way to reduce inflation, in my opinion, but please tell me if I'm wrong. Inflation is caused by having too much money chasing too few goods. So the value of each dollar has declined because we're printing so many dollars. So each dollar has less value. And without the corresponding increase in productivity, you just have inflation. Did I get this right? The US is $35 trillion in debt that we cannot repay. We're basically broke. At the same time, we continue to borrow, not to improve our own country through healthcare, infrastructure, education, research and development, starting new businesses. No, we're borrowing money to fund wars. We're sanctioning other countries. We've sanctioned 30% of the countries in the world. We've done 77 coups, and we have military bases that are unsustainable, really. So like the Roman Empire, I think the US will eventually have to collapse on itself because, unfortunately, the entire Congress, President, Vice President, Secretary of State are bought and paid for by Israel, AIPAC, and they're going to keep expanding wars, and they have like this war mentality. Fortunately, in October, the BRICS countries are having like a big meeting, and the BRICS countries are a rising power that is not warmongering. They're very interested in trade and building alliances, and they cannot risk these wars to destabilize their plans for peace and trade and negotiation. So they're going to be the only hope that we have for peace is coming from the BRICS countries, because they're becoming powerful enough and they're not so like hyper aggressive. They're a lot calmer, and they're trying to like be more diplomatic and negotiate. And so I think that they're going to be like the calm father figure to calm down this hyperactive US, hyperactive, always trying to start something, very reactive, not grounded, not purposeful. Like there is no increase in our security or financial prosperity with all these wars, but it's like like it's just a ship that's just like on autopilot. And inflation is only going to come down, I think, when the dollar eventually collapses through a depression. That's what I think. I think we're going to have a big recession or depression. I think that our best hope for our country is to join the BRICS and be like peacemakers, deal makers, and put our focus back on our country, kind of like the populist movement of the Tea Party or MAGA. But I don't even think that Trump can save us because there are too many other factors, and he's bought and paid for as well. But inflation, I don't think inflation can come down. We need a complete reboot. But I don't know for sure what else can make inflation come down other than a complete depression, because we've been living off of borrowed money and debt individually and collectively for too long without a recession to kind of temper all this hyperactivity and spending. That's what I think, but I want to know what you think. What do we need to do to have a prosperous nation again that's not like in debt? I will be back for the comments, and thank you for watching my video.